Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where tonight's lineup serves a dual purpose. We're continuing with 31 Days of Oscar, but our next three movies will also serve as a tribute to one of the finest actors the screen has ever seen, Robert Duvall. He died in February at the age of 95. Over the course of his extraordinary career, Duvall earned 7 Academy Award nominations. Ahead tonight, we have 3 of those films. We'll have Apocalypse Now, which brought Duvall a Best Supporting Actor nod, and The Great Santini, which landed Duvall one of his 3 nominations for Best Actor. But we begin tonight with the film that earned Robert Duvall his only Academy Award win. From Universal in 1983, directed by Bruce Beresford, Duvall leads the cast of Tender Mercies. There are so many ways to define the impact Robert Duvall had on screen. One is to think of how easy it is to recall the roles he played. I didn't know the word consigliere before I saw The Godfather. Now the word is forever linked to Tom Hagen, Duvall's character, the consigliere to Marlon Brando's Vito Corleone and Al Pacino's Michael Corleone. What about the line, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning"? Unmistakably Duvall, coming from his character, Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore in Apocalypse Now. Both of those pictures came from writer-director Francis Ford Coppola, who worked with Duvall on 7 movies. After Duvall's death, Coppola called him an essential part of Coppola's production company, American Zoetrope, from the beginning. Duvall, who's been referred to as the Laurence Olivier of American actors, began his nearly 7-decade career on the stage in New York, where he studied and performed at the Neighborhood Playhouse in the mid-1950s. Duvall started getting television work in 1959, but his first big break came when screenwriter Horton Foote spotted him in a play and then recommended him for a small but critical role, a mysterious character named Boo Radley in the 1962 drama To Kill a Mockingbird. Duvall got the part, making his big screen debut, and Foote won an Oscar for adapting Harper Lee's novel. 20 years later, Foote wrote the Oscar-winning screenplay for Tender Mercies, which won Duvall the Best Actor Academy Award. Duvall stars here as Max Sledge, a once great country singer who gives up drinking and tries to get his life back together. Director Bruce Beresford said he found Robert Duvall's ability to disappear so fully into his roles uncanny, even creepy, the first time he witnessed it. "He is the character," said Beresford. "He's not Duvall at all." Duvall disagreed in a New York Times interview, saying, "It's still me, doing myself, altered." To get this character right, Duvall traveled hundreds of miles throughout Texas, recording local accents and singing in country music bands. Robert Duvall does all his own singing in the movie. He had that put into his contract, saying he didn't see the point of doing the film if he was going to lip sync to someone else. From 1983, also with Tess Harper, Betty Buckley, and Ellen Barkin, this is Robert Duvall in Tender Mercies. Tender Mercies earned 5 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director for Bruce Beresford, and Best Original Song for the track Over You by Austin Roberts and Bobby Hart. The film won 2 Academy Awards, Best Screenplay for Horton Foote, Best Actor for Robert Duvall. Duvall did all his own singing in Tender Mercies. In his Oscar acceptance speech, he expressed how happy and honored he was to receive the award, and also how pleased he was to have received compliments about the film from country music legends Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and Waylon Jennings. This marked Duvall's 4th of 7 Oscar nominations. His career was bookended by 4 nods for supporting performances, starting with 2 films from Francis Ford Coppola in the 1970s, Godfather from '72, Apocalypse Now from '79. Duvall's last 2 supporting nominations came from legal dramas, A Civil Action in 1998 and The Judge from 2014. In between, he picked up 3 nominations for Best Actor, Tender Mercies, The Apostle, a passion project Duvall also wrote and directed, as well as the film we have coming up. Duvall stars as an emotionally volatile Marine pilot whose family suffers the consequences in the 1979 drama The Great Santini. That's next as our memorial tribute to Robert Duvall continues on Turner Classic Movies.
Next on TCM, The Great Santini, then Apocalypse Now, and later, The Champ. Go a few rounds with Oscar tonight.